Man, guys, I should have waited. This is the AT4X AEV. Now that over there is my AT4X without the AEV. But I think I'm in love. I think I absolutely love these bumpers. And I love the blackout on the wheels. Special shout out to Jerry Seiner here in South Jordan, Utah for allowing me to do this video. This truck, I can't remember if Frank told me it was available or not. But if you want, text him at 801-750-8441 if you would like to purchase this truck. I cannot remember if he told me it was available or not. So sterling silver is the color. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker, and then we're gonna do a walk around on this truck. And stay tuned. In the future, I'm gonna do a video comparing mine to this truck too, so you guys can see the differences. At the very top are all the specs for this AT4X. And be sure to pause it for all the standard equipment here. Base price is $82,800, and here are all the options. So pretty much this is kind of like a Denali Ultimate, so everything comes standard. So the diesel is an option, and the AT4X AEV edition is an option. And here's a few other things. Destination's at $1995 with a total price of $104,375. So yeah, the only option that wasn't on this truck was fifth wheel prep package, but honestly, this is not a truck you're gonna tow the fifth wheel because these bumpers take a lot of your payload away. I think over 300 pounds worth. And I'll show that to you guys here in a second for the payload sticker. But check out how aggressive this truck is. I love the black bumpers. I love that it doesn't have the red recovery hooks. You have these steel meaty ones right here. They do relocate your engine block heater, and there's that AEV badge. And fog lights are probably about the same as what I've seen on my truck. Parking sensors are still part of this package. And if you would like a winch, it will go in the center here. Now nothing changes on the grill. Forward facing camera with a sprayer, and you have your AT4X badge right there. And you have that bronze color which looks really good on the sterling silver. But the reason why you want the AEV is to get, you know, a better approach angle. And this is a really nice bumper, guys. I really like the styling on it. All of this is steel, and you're gonna have different protection down below. These are all steel skid plates. Mine's aluminum. But yeah, the whole design looks so mean on this truck. I think mine looks pretty mean. This just takes it to another level. Here's the suspension on the truck. So it does have the Multimatic DSSV, and that stands for Dynamic Suspension Spool Valve. And these shocks are front and rear. They're gonna help give you better suspension travel. Now, because this truck does have an 1.5 inch lift, they did restyle your upper and lower control arms and your steering knuckle in here. But I think this is why I love these off-road bumpers. Look at the ground clearance you have with this truck. And by the way, I do like the AEV wheels. They're called the Salta. And I heard it said somewhere, and I can't remember, they do give you like this like lip here to kind of protect the valve. But these are gonna be the 18-inch wheels, LT 305/70/18. These are basically 34.8 inches tall, 12 inches wide, and they have pretty good capacity, 3,750 pounds per tire at 65 PSI. They also have this fabric material for the wheel wells. They do restyle the fender flares compared to the regular AT4s, and they make these a little bit shorter as well. Power deployable running boards come standard, and they have a light down below that shines. It goes side to side. Here's some of your badging. Blackout on the mirrors, and then here's a little bit of that bronze color on this badge too. All this trim around the window is black, and by the way, they do paint the door handles black too. Nice little accent I didn't notice before. Yeah, this is a super nice pickup. As far as fuel goes, this one is the diesel, so 36-gallon fuel tank, 7-gallon DEF. And nothing's changed, but you still have the steps on the side of the bed. You don't have the rear one because of the bumper. And because this is a 3/4 ton, this is your standard leaf pack. You have 5 leaves without the overloads. More of that Multimatic, more of that fabric material for the wheel well. And then of course you have those lights front and rear on the fender flares. Again, Down below, the mud flaps are shorter. And then check out this beast. I don't know if I like the rear bumper as much as I like the front, but I would still take both. I don't know if I would pay the extra money for them either on my truck. Like my truck, I like the way it looks. I think it's good, but man, these bumpers are something different, guys. Love the blackout that they do up here. And they have your backup camera, light that shines below for your class 5 receiving hitch, parking sensors. You have your camera inputs right here. You have 2 of them, 7-pin. And 342 rear, full size spare tire. Oh, and they give you that Salta down below. Okay. And kicker sound system is a part of this too. There is an option to have lights right here. And then here's some of the ports. And as I mentioned, no 5th wheel prep package. They do stem AT4X there. They do provide this. I think by not getting that 5th wheel prep package, you might pick up a little bit more payload on this truck. There are 2 cameras up there, and you have those LED lights for that high mount center light. And these are the nicest taillights on the HDs too, by the way. These have like that blackout look right here. And they do give you recovery hooks out back, which are really nice. Now let's go ahead and take another look under the truck so you guys can see some of these skid plates. So I cannot wait to show you guys a comparison with my truck. But yeah, you have this skid plate right there. That's gonna be for the DEF tank. And then you have this larger one right here. And you see how they have like the holes? They made it to where this is a little bit lighter. And if it gets muddy, you can like rinse it out so you don't carry more weight on the truck. And then there's another one right there. And then you have another skid plate at the very front. So they do protect the underbody a lot better than my truck is. So if you are one of those hardcore off-roaders, this might make sense. Now I'm surprised they did not put a skid plate for the fuel tank. And on the half tons, they do give you a cover for the diff too. So if you slide over something like a rock, it will protect that. But they don't do that for the HDs. For 2024, GM decided it was time to do some updates with the L5P. So this is the Gen 2. It's gonna have 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. They did some updates to the combustion and the turbo. And let me say it first. This engine is something different. I've actually done some 0 to 60 testing against the Ford Super Duties with the high outputs. And this truck beats it quite a bit of times. And I'm not trying to say that it's better. I'm just saying GM's lying about these numbers. I know this truck has more power. I know they're lying. I might find a place, if I could find it out here in Utah, that does dyno for diesels, because not everyone knows how to dyno a diesel, unfortunately. So yeah, 10-speed Allison's behind it, 342 rear, and Denso fuel pump, Denso injectors. This is a really good setup. The only differences on the interior is this and that. That's it. But apart from that, you still get the Obsidian Rush interior, which is absolutely amazing. Real leather seats, 16 weight, and it has a massage function for the top. You have shoulder support. You can change the bowstring on the sides of the seats. If you're going off-road, you can make it tighter on you so you don't move around too much in that seat. Telescoping steering wheel, but it is manually operated. On the half tons, they do allow for you to have power. 12 speaker Bose sound system, and you have red and white stitching with that white piping down below. Love the graphics that they give you. This black wood trim piece looks really good. You have some black chrome right there that kind of matches around the interior with other pieces. It's done well. I gotta admit it. I am really happy with this truck. I love mine. They give you the suede roof, and they wrap the A and B pillars in that suede. Both grab handles up front have leather, and the rear ones do as well. And then here is the rest of the interior. You have the 15-inch heads-up display. You have this 12.3-inch screen, 13.4 right here. Push button start. And heated seats come on automatically. Your heated steering wheel comes on when you start the truck up when it's really cold outside. You have ventilated seats there, dual climate control. Your exhaust brake is right here. And this is like your lane keep assist. It will not steer you though. Just keep that in mind. Parking sensors, you can disable those. You can drop the tailgate, caution lights, traction control. You can drop all 4 windows down at the same time. This truck has a rear locker, however it does not have one up front. So it's like an open diff, and then you have downhill assist right there. This screen is fully customizable, and you have the same drive modes that you would have on the regular trucks too. I think we might be running out of gas here. Hold on one second. Okay, we're good. I'm sorry. It just needs to be high idle because it's really cold outside. So let me show you guys how to do that really quickly. All you have to do is put on the parking brake, push down on your cruise control stalk, and it will high idle. Yeah, but the truck might be a little low on fuel, so I'm not gonna take too much more time because I have to do one more video with this truck with mine. So yeah, as far as this system goes, this is fully customizable, so you can take things out of this screen here. You can put things back in. Also, you can move things around within this screen. It is a split screen as well, so if you do have a trailer, these trucks come standard with the tire pressure monitoring system for your trailer. If you set that up with it, you can actually see that over here. You can set up the gauges on this side for your transmission temperature, your tire pressure for the truck. And I think that the overall fit and finish for this is top notch. I know a lot of people don't like where this is, but I actually like it the best out of all the trucks. 2 USBs right there. Here's the center console. You have that AT4X badge and 2 more USBs, 120 volt power plug, wireless charger, deep storage, and this is a removable tray. Let's go ahead and check out the other side. For the interior, they do have LED lighting. You have your home link up here as well, and that OnStar. And then more of that leather white stitching with the piping. And then check out the dash. I didn't really have a chance to show this to you. More of that stitching and piping up there too. And both seats obviously are going to have the embroiderment with the AEV. A little bit of storage. Now, you can actually tow, or not tow, you can haul a camper in the bed of this truck at 1,944 pounds. That's actually pretty cool. So I'll show you guys the Payload here in a second. But here's one more look at the front door here. And this is the extra speakers that they offer too on these higher trim levels. On the Ultimate and on the X, you get 12 versus 9 speakers, and then here are the other ones too. And the front doors, they also put leather right here. Storage in the rear seat. Cup holders are right here. Outboard heated seats with 2 more USBs. You have your Type C and Type A. Air vents, more cup holders. Storage below the seat right there. And this is a big cab too. Like, you have a lot of headroom. They give you a cutout, power sliding rear glass, and flat floor surface. Did I already mention that? I think I did, maybe not. And as I mentioned earlier too, these are wrapped in leather. Let's go and take a look at that Payload now. All right, so this is my first time looking at the numbers right now. So down below, the gross axle weight rating front and rear does not change. So it's 5,600 pounds up front, 6,600 pounds in the rear. And then the gross vehicle weight rating is gonna be 11,350. Wheels are 18/9, so that doesn't change either. You know, 2694 for the Payload is not bad. I'm actually shocked, but you know what it is? It's because of the 5th wheel prep package. My truck, I think, has a little bit more than this truck does, and I'm willing to bet you that the 5th wheel prep package is why this truck has a little bit more. I've seen a few videos online, and this one is definitely higher than what I've seen. 18.5 for conventional trailer, 15.5 for the Gooseneck, so I think that is reduced even from my truck there. And then here's the yellow sticker, so 2694. The question I have now for you guys is, do you really think this truck is worth the premium with the AEV package? Me personally, I love this setup a lot better. The black wheels are just so much nicer. This has more of like that off-road prowess compared to mine. Mine looks like an off-road truck too, don't get me wrong, but this one just looks meaner. But for $9,400, I don't know if I can justify the cost. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to put this truck up against mine, and we'll answer that question again. See you guys soon.